What's up, guys? How's it going? Thanks for checking out the video. I am actually doing a action figure review. It's been a very, very long time, but I'm actually glad I'm getting back into the habit of doing things. But of course, today we're going to check out the new Savage Crucible figure. This is Brynyar Vael, and I hope I pronounced that right. But this is one of the show exclusives, and the first time you were able to obtain this figure was at ZoloCon 2026, in which I was able to pick one of them up at the Savage Crucible table, the Harbinger Studios table. This is a beautiful looking figure, and this is the box that it comes in. So what it looks like, if you haven't seen it before, look at this guy right there. That is awesome. I love these animalistic characters. They're so very cool to see, and the detail on this is absolutely amazing. There is a read up right there of Brynyar, but we're going to take a look at this. Now, I did open this already during my live stream, so if you want to check that out, you can absolutely do so. But we're going to take more of an in-depth look of this and see what you actually get with this figure. And this is such a, there we go, I ripped it. I ripped it. Oh my God. There is quite a bit of stuff that you can get from the box, because they're introducing new blind bag accessories, as well as the new blind bag accessory here in this gold one. We did open these, so if you just checked out my live stream, you'll know what this is, but we will take a look at what this is in here. So here is what you get in the box, which is wonderful. Take a look at this. Got a good amount of accessories, extra pairs of hands, an additional head sculpt, which is cool because you can have a whole different character. But this is awesome. So let me unbox this for you, and then we'll take a closer look. All right, now that we got Brynyar and the accessories out of the box, let's take a look at the blind bag stuff. So this is quite large if you think about it. I mean, this is quite the size of an accessory for this. I don't know if they're all in the same size bag, so you never know what you're going to get. I don't know all of the accessories, so we're going to find out as people start opening and just posting their picks. But this is what I got, which is, oh my goodness, that looks incredible. And I do remember seeing this at the show at ZoloCon, because it actually had like a blacklight feature. If you see all these little translucent areas, that's definitely going to be within the blacklight portion or feature of this. But this, look at the, wow, that is amazing. There's a skull right there at the tip. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's on both sides too. So yeah, this is very cool. This is an awesome accessory, and it is quite large for a sword. So that's awesome. I'm happy we got something like that. And then this one, honestly, I have no idea what to expect from this. But when we did open it during the live stream, I was just confused. So what you're going to see is also the same thing that I saw. And whatever reaction we get out of it, hey. So this is a necklace, which is pretty crazy. And here is what that is. I mean, I don't know of the lore of this, and I'm not exactly sure, but I'm sure we're going to find out soon. But if you guys know, please tell me. That would be awesome. This is actually pretty neat. So we'll put that off to the side as well. And let's take a look at the accessories. So I know with the additional head sculpt, the head sculpt is wild to see. Look at that. This is awesome. I love that. This is like a Jaeger type head sculpt, if I can remember. I'm trying to remember, but this looks really cool. Love to see something like that. The sculpt in this is amazing. So we have the extra head sculpt, the eyes. I'm glad, the eyes have a bit of gloss to it, which is nice to see, and the teeth too. So that's awesome. We got that. The accessory that we have here is like a rolled up scroll, which of course you guys should already know. It's got a peg system, which we can utilize on the belt of Brynyar over there. So that's awesome to see. Love the paint details in this. Really nice. We do have the extra hands. We have a pair of these expressive hands. Great detail on the fur on the hands, which is awesome. And then we have some gripping hands here, which are horizontal. These are horizontal ones. So there is some gripping hands there. Look at that detail. This sword, which has a gold paint on the hilt here and the handle, really nice. And you can see the texture on the sword. That's really nice to see. And here's the other sword, more of like a broad type sword. The damage on that and the paint detail is amazing. And then we have a much larger sword, same idea, more details in the hilt. It's all wrapped up. Some jewels that are here. At least I think they're the type of stone or a jewel in there. And then the wear sculpting on this sword as well, which looks incredible. So yeah, there's your accessories. All right, now with the paint and sculpt of Brynyar himself, this is amazing. This feline type head is wonderful. It looks absolutely amazing. Look at the sculpt here and the paint. All the layers and the transitions of paint that you see here is absolutely amazing. Even battle damage, he's got some scars along above the eye, around the snout too. And the best part too, look at that. Oh, it's articulated jaw, which is nice. You got some great paint detail there as well. Very cool to see. He's got his hair tied up in the back. Awesome. And then we got going further, like the armor. This armor piece can come off. So can the shoulder pieces, as you know, that is interchangeable within the Savage Crucible line. He does have this sculpt of, I guess you can call it like this, whatever outfit I want to call this, I'm not sure, but there is like a padding through his armor right in here, as well as some like chainmail type garb here with buckles. That's all painted, which is amazing. You can see all the details here in the paint, which is incredible. Even in the back, there is I think this clasp comes off, so you can take off this here. But here, this is a better look at what would be in the front of the chest area. So that would be really cool to see. Even in the back, you can see all that paint detail. His skirt here, which is actually familiar, because we've seen this before, that hangs down for to sheath the sword. And of course in the front, which I think, yeah, you can change this out as well. We got pants here that looks like you could see the sculpting here throughout. That makes it, and the stitching in the front makes it look really nice. And there is some transitions in paint here for where the stress lines in the clothing actually shows around the knees. And then your boots. Boots are awesome too. It's got some fur on the top. The straps, they're all in different colors too. And there's some transition in color as well. So it's not just a solid color that you see there, which is nice to see in figures nowadays. Even in the feet as well, there is some brown and some blues, just to highlight, you know, the different sculpts that's going on, and the stitching too, which is really awesome to see. So yeah, there's your paint and sculpt. Oh, of course, his fur, like the sculpted fur on the skin. That's amazing. Love to see that. And the dry brushing here to showcase, you know, the grays and the whites really come out and look awesome. They look really, really good. And the texture of it, that just shows how much detail you have going on there. It's not flat. So that shows some more level of detail in the sculpts itself. So awesome to see, you know, how much care and how much they want to show in these figures. Absolutely amazing. Now with articulation, there is the same things that you would normally come to find with Savage Crucible. Of course, we have some turning in the neck. There is tilt in the neck as well. Can he look up? I think it's a ball. It's a ball. Yeah, it's a ball. There's the sculpt here that's blocking it to go look up. So there is some hindrance there, but you can get a little bit to look up just like that. You can look down that far. And of course there's an articulated jaw, which is absolutely amazing. The arms can go that far, and you can move around the shoulder pauldron a little bit, so that way, because it does connect right here in the back of the shoulder, so you have good movement there. There is a butterfly joint that you can move back and forth. You can see here where, see that there's the chainmail. You can see here as that hides and comes out for your articulation with the butterfly joint. Upper bicep, it's a double jointed elbow, which can do a little bit more than 90 degrees. And it can twist at the upper forearm right there. And here we have, this is the vertical hinge of the gripping hand. So remember, we had the horizontal hinge here, and this is the vertical hinge, best for swords, which is great to see that. We also, oh, did I put this in the wrong position? No, there you go. We have a diaphragm cut and a ball waist here. So the diaphragm, you can help maneuver slightly. I'm trying to get, I don't think it sees, yeah, just slightly. There is some movement there, but once you start to heat it up, you can definitely move it around. The ball joint waist is even better. Absolutely wonderful to see, you know, movement like that. That's great to have. And then we do have an upper thigh cut right there, a double jointed knee, like so. There will be hindrance because of the boot. And then you can twist here at the ankle as well. It's got pivoting like so, and you can move it as far up and back like so. So there, that's your typical Savage Crucible articulation. I'm trying to see if there's anything else here. Splits, probably not so much. More, I mean, I'm sure you could go further if you take off the skirt piece here, but that is what we got with articulation. All right, so Brynyar actually measures out to be very close to 7.5 inches tall with the ears, maybe 7.25, but it's close. And for comparison, we'll start out with Jada Toys. And here we have some Action Force, G.I. Joe Classified Series, Marvel Legends, Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, Mythic Legions, and a Lemurian from Savage Crucible. All right, guys, there you have it. That is my review of the new Savage Crucible Brynyar Vael figure. Absolutely great looking figure. It looks amazing. It definitely goes well into the world of Savage Crucible. And considering my Lemurians that I have and some of the Wave 2 figures, it is wonderful to see characters like this and just brought to life, with especially with the amount of detail that you got into the armor, as well as the character of the textures in the skin and the fur and all of that. It's so cool to see these new characters. So I'm glad that I was able to pick one up at ZoloCon. I hope you guys are able to pick one up whenever you go to a show that the Harvard Center Studios will be attending. So good luck. Hope you guys are able to get one. This is a great looking figure. I hope you guys are able to get this one as well. So thank you all for watching. Hope you hit that like, comment, subscribe if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you all. Hope to see you soon, and hope to see you on the next hunt.